Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to the Porch Sunroom renovation project. So this video is going to be kind of like three parts. The first part, I am covering the inside walls. I'm using 1/2 inch plywood to cover it. It's going to give it the walls a little bit of depth around the windows. It's going to give a little bit more rigidity to the walls, not a lot, but a little bit. It's going to provide a backing for whenever I put the finish siding or whatever I haven't really decided what I'm gonna use yet. And it will also kind of help just protect the insulation that's behind. The second part is going to be, I have two storm doors that I'm going to be putting in. There's two entrances to this porch, and there'll be storm doors being put into each entrance. And then the third part is going to be, I am kind of insulating around the windows and sealing around the windows, and then that'll wrap up the end of this video. I hope you enjoy the video. Hope you make it to the end. And I'll see you there. And remember, if you haven't, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment if you want, and I'll see you at the end.
have left to do. I need to buy another sheet of plywood to fill this gap and to do up between the rafters along this edge, and then up between the rafters along that edge there. I probably should have painted the top edges of these black and up here also black, because whenever I put whatever, I think I'm gonna use some like barnwood siding, and the backing, if it's black, that will show less. Like if there's gaps or if there's any seams or something, you won't see the brown through it. You'll just see dark, which will kind of hide. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we get a couple pieces here and finish this out. .36 3/4 inch opening, and then I have roughly a little over 81. So I already got this flange up here up. Just try to get it level and centered. So my opening is actually probably a little bit big for the door, but not much. We'll make it work. So these kits are actually pretty simple. Basically come with 3 flanges. One has a hinge, one of the side flanges has a hinge system built into it. So you'll do your hinge side first, you'll install your top flange, which I already did, put this on, the door will slide into the position, then you can set this flange on this side, and you kind of set it when you're installing it in the opening on the frame. You can kind of in and out to try to kind of line this up and get it level, and then screw everything together. It's not really that difficult. Looks pretty good. Got it in. I need to get the spring on, but I'm gonna get this door in first, and then I'll work on the spring stuff. Second door's in. I'm gonna have to do some trim work down here. You can see a little daylight up here at the top corners also. But door's in. I gotta get the spring, the piston on it. Shuts good. So that will be the thickness, that extra piece down here will be the thickness of the flooring that goes on. So I've got that bottom lip that slides up set for that depth. Other than that, it's gonna look pretty good. I'll get the rest of everything set on for now. Doors in. I'll probably just leave that one alone. I'll work on that tomorrow, and then I'll probably get the spring and everything set on this one tonight. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to foam between the walls and the windows, because sometimes the foam will actually push the window in and make it hard for the window to open. So I did a test run on this window. It's out of the picture, you can't see, but I did it the other day. It opens and shuts fine. They make a special window and door foam, and I don't think it expands quite as much. The expansion is less, so it keeps it from, maybe prevents that stuff from happening as bad. So I tried it the other day and it worked. So I'm gonna go ahead and work my way around the room, try to do all the windows. I already did that upper one the other day, and then I'm gonna let it dry, cut it back with a knife, and then maybe try to find any other spots, any other voids that need to be filled up. So if you've never used this spray foam and can stuff, a couple of tips. First thing, if they've been sitting a while, shake them up real good before you use them. You need to mix the contents before you spray. When you're spraying, try to stay inverted. If you turn the can up like this, you'll lose a lot of your pressure, and then at the end of the can you won't get all the foam out. Wear gloves, not because I'm worried about what's toxins are in this, but it's sticky crap and it gets everywhere, and it's kind of good to have a hand that you can put on this nozzle to kind of guide it, and you're going to get sticky stuff everywhere, and it's good to not worry about having the sticky stuff on your hand so you can guide the nozzle. When it's wet, even though you think you goofed up and you want to try to fix it, the best thing to do is not mess with it. Wait for it to dry. This stuff dries hard foam, and it's very simple to take a utility knife or some kind of knife or an edge or something and cut it right where you want it, and you can redo it after it's been dry, but don't mess with it when it's wet, because it's sticky and nasty and goopy and it'll just get everywhere. If it gets on the floor or some other surface you're worried about, it doesn't stick real good to slick surfaces, so it will stick real good to wood or a porous surface, but it cuts real clean off of a non-sticky surface or a plastic or something, glass or something like that. It'll pop right off. Even the stuff that I've got on the floor here, tomorrow when it's dry, I'll be able to take my foot and just kick it and it'll pop free. So anyway, there's a few tips. I'm sure there's more. There's probably instructions on these cans. I've never read one, but just kind of learned as I go. So I got all the windows sprayed. I'm gonna watch overnight, watch them expand. I'll clean them up here in a day or two when it's dry, and I'll hit any spots that I missed. Sometimes you think that you didn't get deep enough. You just need to give it some time to expand and see what it does. So these ones that I just did just a couple minutes ago have already expanded way past what I thought they would. I missed a spot right there. So part of this window I did a couple days ago. This whole window here I did a couple days ago, and there's a few spots up here that I did a few days ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a knife and cut those back and clean them up and keep on going. It is really dry out right now, but I haven't even sprayed this stuff. It's been like maybe 20 minutes and it's already balled up. Just pops loose. So that's the best thing to do. Don't mess with it while it's wet. So I'm not terribly worried about how a lot of this looks while I'm trying to get it insulated and sealed, because I'm going to put a trim around here. This is not exactly what I'm going to use, but this is 3/4 stock. So just as a kind of a show just what it's going to do, it's going to cover up, even at this widest point up here, it's going to cover almost all that up. And then I'll come back again to make it look cleaner. So that's what's going to go along here. It's going to hide every bit of that in the corner. So I got all the excess foam cut back all the way around, and I got this top window caulked in. I got this one, I'm gonna need to let it dry and come back, and then I've got these three, and there's a couple spots I want to touch on it up on them after I dry. But I ran out of the white painter's caulk, so I need to go pick up some more of that, and when I come back I'll finish doing these and then touching up a few other spots. But we're getting there.
If you made it to this point of the video, I appreciate you watching. Feel free to leave a comment. I need subscribers. Please consider subscribing if you haven't. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. You can share the video if you'd like. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.